Hello, I'm Brandy Agerbeck of loosetooth.com, and I help you reclaim drawing as your best thinking tool so you can see and shape your life and your work in new ways. So it is Studio Tuesday. I am not at the studio because it is extremely cold here in Chicago, or some people find this annoying, but I am all for calling it Chiberia this week because it is freaking cold. So I am at home instead of at the studio, and I promised you all that this week I would talk about how do the 5 steps of the Idea Shapers compare to the 9 modules of the Agerbeck method, and how do they fit together. That's not this week because of the cold and because I'm not at the studio where I have the best visual aids for describing that. I'm switching gears and telling you about Sketch Squad. So last Saturday, I was at Purdue University for the first Spark conference, which was the first meeting of sketch squads. And now Teddy, I hope that's how you pronounce your last name. We met at the IVLA conference in November, which is the International Visual Literacy Association conference. And he teaches at Purdue. He teaches drawing for design. And he invited me out to be part of this one-day conference they were having at Purdue. Now, what so sparked my own interest, no pun intended, but what sparked my interest in what Teddy's doing with Sketch Squad is that he started the Sketch Squad at Purdue, and what was happening was this group was being created that was cross-disciplinary, cross-major. It wasn't just the graphic designers or just the whoever's. It was folks coming from industrial design and graphic design and all sorts of different programs because they all shared this love of drawing and drawing for these specific reasons. And what's so great was what got them into Sketch Squad helped them be introduced to graphic facilitation. So Sketch Squad is an on-campus group. It is at University of Illinois at Chicago, Purdue University, and University of Illinois at Champaign-Urbana, Urbana Champaign, UIUC, Urbana Champaign, and Shampoo Banana, as I like to say from friends who lived there a while back. So those are the 3 campuses that have Sketch Squads so far. And what they do is they just meet, they work on sketching, they talk about sketching, but they also work as graphic recorders and graphic facilitators. I'd say probably a little bit more graphic recorder because they're starting out and it's more about capturing than really being a partner and a co-facilitator, but they are doing the work. And what blows my mind is that they do the work in teams. So they'll have one person listening and taking down notes, another person drawing on the board, another person coloring in and adding shading on the board. And one of the questions that came up on Saturday during our Q&A was, so what do you think of this sort of group scribing deal? And I told them, better you than me. Earlier, so, I'm looking at my Facebook memories and earlier it was a January, a couple years ago, I think it was 2013 or 14, Lynn Carruthers and Anthony Weeks convened a group for this confab in San Francisco, and I went out to the confab and I took Amtrak back home. Beautiful vistas on the ride home. The reason I bring up the confab is this same sort of question came up about working in groups, and it was just one of those things where, in that particular group of colleagues, we were talking about it, and I'm like, no. Like, I want to work solo. And I think a big reason I want to work solo is, for me, I'm looking at that piece of paper, that surface that I'm drawing on, as one big composition. And so I'm thinking about how do all these pieces fit together. So if somebody's throwing other pieces on that, right? No, thank you. And at the confab in California, when this came up, I was just like, I got this. The whole group burst out laughing because they're like, yeah, that's Brandy. So this is just to introduce you to Sketch Squad and what they're doing, but also that there's a lot of different ways to do this work. Some folks really do like tandem scribing, where it's 2 people and each person knows what their role is live during the drawing. So me, I like to be the solo person because, again, I'm thinking about the entire composition that's going on. I'm noticing my focus is coming in and out. Pardon, it's on my cell phone today. So I personally like doing single solo work best because, again, I'm thinking about that whole composition and I've got it, right? Some people love doing the tandem where they know exactly what each person's doing. Here, Sketch Squad, they're going to events on campus, off campus, building these skills in these larger teams. And, what really did spark my interest, like I was saying, was that it was cross major, cross discipline. So it wasn't just, hey, we're all people who do this one thing. It was people learning from each other and their different areas of study. So I just wanted to share that from Sketch Squad Spark Conference last Saturday. Very happy. They have such a, of course, it's my beautiful favorite orpiment yellow gold, egg yolk yellow color. So, when I got the honorary t-shirt, I was very happy. But what I did there was I introduced a couple of the idea shapers and was very happy to share Q&A from my 22 years of experience, professional experience, 40 some personal experience. And yeah, so that is a quick report from the front about Sketch Squad, different ways of working, whether it's solo, tandem, or in groups. And that is today's very brief Studio Tuesday. And Thursday, you will get the next idea shaper. So in Meet the Idea Shapers, you will meet idea shaper number 2, which is the landscape. And next Tuesday, I will do that cross comparison between the 5 steps and the 9 modules, because I don't have better visual aids than this right now. So thank you for watching. I hope you are staying warm if you're on this side of the world. And if you are on the other side of the world, I hope you're staying cool. So thank you so much for watching and take care.